called after my mum or one of my mum's whare. The whole house is Hinatai no Waitaha. This whare in here is called Pare. We go